What's going on, good people? Welcome back to episode number 4 of the Journey to Get Funded. Today is September 27, 2023. We made some trades today, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, let's talk about the important levels that we have on the chart today. So we have yesterday's closing price represented by this purple line down here at 33,871, and that will play a major role in today's session. So let's go ahead and get into it. So right before we open, in the hours leading up to 9:30 this morning, we were trading in a range between 33,986 and 33,946. Now, right before the market opened, we reached the top levels of that range, but eventually worked our way back down to the bottom of the range once the market opened, and we saw prices have a pretty strong sell-off, come back, retest what used to be the support level of that trading range. And that right there shows you that the market gave you a successful breakout. So anytime you see prices break out of a range, come back to retest that level, and then get rejected and continue moving down, that right there can be considered a successful breakout. And that's exactly what we saw right here when this lower high got established right here on this green candle. So since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and mark that up real quick. Okay, lower high, boom. So that right there is our lower high. And if you look at this next candle right here, this red candle, we actually had a wick that came all the way back up into the range to retest what used to be a previous swing low that was created right before the range actually got broken through. So let's mark that up as well. And that's really interesting because sometimes in the market, you'll see the market move away from a certain level, and it'll move away so violently that you might think that prices are never coming back to retest that level and actually validate it. But you'll be surprised what the market can do. You know, I'm pretty sure it wasn't too many short traders right here that thought that prices would come all the way back up to this level at least that quickly. Maybe they thought it would have happened later on in the session as prices worked their way back up, but it didn't happen like that. On this specific occasion, prices were like, nope, we're going back to this level, we're testing it, and then we'll continue to do what we've been doing before. So that's one thing you always got to remember about the market. Even though those levels that have been passed through and haven't been retested, they might look like they're not coming back to get interacted with again, but you'll be surprised what the market can actually do. So once we come back down from that candle, this candle actually closed right on top of what was the swing low. So anytime I'm in a downtrend and I see a lower high get formed, especially when it comes after a successful breakout of a trading range, I like to draw up either a singular line of support at the lows of the swing low, or if that low has a long tail candle wick, I'll use a zone instead. So today, since we had a long tail candle wick, I chose to use a zone. I used the top of the zone and I placed that at the close of the bodies for the swing low. And then I placed the lowermost part of the zone at the lowermost part of the wick that was associated with that swing low. And then I used that area as a reference point to go short from. So that's pretty much what led me to trade number 1. So once prices broke past down that level, came back to retest it, that's where I shorted from, and I took prices back down to yesterday's closing price and got about a nice 32, 33 points off of that move. That was my only trade for the day. I just felt like I came in, I did everything that I needed to do. I followed my trading plan to the T. I was in a downtrend. I shorted from resistance as prices came back to retest it. I took it back down to my to my exit, and I pretty much did everything that I was supposed to. Good entry, good exit, good patience to be able to wait for the best setup, because I did consider going short right here, but I was like, look, let me just wait for a little bit more confirmation, especially looking at the fact that the market has only been open for 2 minutes. You know, me personally, I actually usually don't trade within the first 10 minutes unless I see a setup that's just so appealing that it has to be taken. So today was an exception to my rule where I took this trade at 9:34, 6 minutes before I usually like to even think about trading. But I saw a great setup that fit my plan perfectly, and I capitalized on that. So I'm doing pretty good on the account so far. I've been able to get it back up to 50,400. So I'm about $2,600 away from the $5,300 goal. Well, the $53,000 goal that I'm trying to reach in order to pass this evaluation. So in order to get to that goal, I need to come in and continue to do the things that I've been doing over these past couple of days. And that is just simply being patient, waiting for my best setups and only taking my best setups. I think that's the most important part about it. On a lot of my old trade reviews, I took a lot of good trades, but I also took a lot of bad trades in between those that kind of offset the gains that I made from my best trades. So what I've learned is that I need to focus on my best and eliminate the rest. So that's going to be my main focus going into my back testing session tonight. I want to make sure that I just focus on being patient and really being a sniper when it comes to my entry. So that's the main thing I'm trying to focus on. And if I keep that going, I feel like I can come back tomorrow and have another good day, and then hopefully come back again on Friday and finish the week strong. So that's the goal that I have for the rest of the week. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. I hope you learned a lot about being able to recognize a downtrend and being able to get into the downtrends from the best possible prices, and also how to use yesterday's closing price as a potential exit point or entry point for your trades, depending on what the market is offering you at that time period. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll be back tomorrow on September 28th, 2023, ready to run it back again. But until then, you guys, take it easy and have a good one.